What if the memories you cherish most are not the ones that define you, but the ones you never meant to keep? Have you ever realized how the smallest, most ordinary moments, a half-forgotten photograph, a broken locket, a smell that carries you back in time, can reveal the deepest truths about who you are? Today, we're stepping into a story that shows us memory isn't just about looking back. It's about moving forward. Welcome to the world of Memorial Days. Introduction. Memorial Days is a luminous novel by Pulitzer Prize-winning author Geraldine Brooks, whose mastery of historical depth and emotional storytelling has gifted us works like March and Year of Wonders. In Memorial Days, Brooks turns her attention to the delicate, often painful art of remembering, not through grand historical epics, but through intimate portraits of lives stitched together by loss, love, resilience, and a complicated dance between personal and collective memory. This novel asks us, how do we honor the past without becoming trapped by it? And even more importantly, how do we live after loss? 1. Memory is a living, breathing force. We don't remember the past. We create it moment by moment. Brooks beautifully shows that memory is fluid. It breathes, it shifts, it edits itself. As time passes, we reinterpret our memories based on who we've become. Example, Evelyn, an aging widow, keeps rewriting the story of her husband's death. Some days, he died a noble hero. Other days, she quietly wonders if his sacrifice was pointless. In her mind, he isn't a fixed figure. He evolves with her grief. Deeper reflection. Memory isn't a museum exhibit. It's a living organism. Every time we recall a memory, we recreate it, coloring it with new emotions, new regrets, and new hopes. Relatable moment. Think about how your childhood memories have changed. What once seemed magical may now seem bittersweet, or even painful. This is natural. This is being human. 2. Grief doesn't fade, it transforms. The heart learns to walk with a limp. Brooks crafts grief not as a wound that closes, but as a scar that becomes part of your skin. The characters in Memorial Days aren't getting over their losses. They're learning to live with them. Example, a father who lost his son in Afghanistan tends a garden filled with plants his son once loved. Over the years, the garden becomes not a monument to death, but a celebration of life, messy, blooming, unfinished. Deeper reflection, grief doesn't leave us, but it can become something beautiful if we let it. It's not about moving on. It's about carrying love forward. Relatable moment. That favorite song that once made you cry? One day, it might make you smile. 3. Collective memory requires active guardianship. If we do not remember, we forget ourselves. Memories held by communities are fragile. Without active remembrance, they fade into nothingness. Example, the small-town Memorial Day parade is on the verge of disappearing. But when a determined teenager interviews veterans and gathers lost stories, the parade transforms from a sleepy obligation into a living history lesson for the town's youth. Deeper reflection. History is not inevitable. It's curated. Every plaque, every parade, every story told by an elder is a choice to keep memory alive. Relatable moment. Have you ever sat with an elderly family member, hearing stories no one else knows? That's you participating in collective memory. 4. Heroism is found in ordinary acts. Not all heroes leave statues behind. Brooks expands the meaning of hero beyond soldiers and leaders. She shines a light on quiet courage, enduring prejudice, raising families alone, rebuilding after devastation. Example, Amal, a refugee mother, rebuilds her life in a town where she barely speaks the language. Her victory isn't dramatic. It's found in her daughter's laughter and her own stubborn will to thrive. Deeper reflection. Courage often looks like small, daily acts of defiance against despair. Relatable moment. Think of someone you admire, not for grand achievements, but for their relentless kindness, their integrity when no one is watching. 5. Storytelling is an act of healing. Stories are the stitches that bind the torn fabric of memory. Characters heal not by forgetting, but by telling. Sharing grief, retelling moments of joy, confessing regrets, all become sacred acts of survival. Example: a veteran breaks decades of silence by telling a high school class about the day he lost his best friend in battle. As he speaks, he unburdens a weight he has carried for 50 years. Deeper reflection. By telling our stories, we give others permission to heal too. Relatable moment. That lump in your throat when someone shares a raw, honest story? That's the healing power of storytelling. 6. The danger of sanitized memory. Every history polished too bright blinds us. Brooks warns us against oversimplifying or sanitizing the past. Real history is messy, painful, and nuanced. Example: a memorial committee clashes over a controversial figure from the town's past. Was he a hero who defended the town, or a villain who oppressed others? The fight reveals deeper wounds and uncomfortable truths. Deeper reflection. Honoring history means confronting its ugliness, not erasing it. Relatable moment. Think about how debates over statues, holidays, or history textbooks reveal the battles over what we choose to remember. 7. Personal rituals matter. A memory kept quietly is still a memory honored. Not all memorials need brass bands or granite monuments. Sometimes remembrance is deeply personal. Example: a woman sets a place at Thanksgiving every year for her brother lost in war. No speeches, just a simple, silent honor. Deeper reflection. Small, private rituals are powerful affirmations of love and loyalty. Relatable moment. Maybe it's keeping an old voicemail. Maybe it's wearing a loved one's sweater when you miss them. These are your personal memorials. 8. Resilience is built through remembering, not forgetting. The broken places heal strongest. Ultimately, Memorial Days isn't a novel about sadness. It's a novel about strength, the kind of strength that comes because we remember, because we hurt, and because we endure. Example: after a hurricane destroys much of a coastal town, survivors rebuild. They don't pretend the storm didn't happen. They build stronger, better together. Deeper reflection. Remembering pain doesn't weaken us. It prepares us for tomorrow. Relatable moment. Every scar you carry is proof that you survived and that you can thrive. Conclusion. Memorial Days reminds us that every ordinary life holds extraordinary memories. That remembering, even when it hurts, is an act of rebellion against oblivion. That love endures. That grief evolves. That hope persists. Through intricate characters, haunting prose, and unforgettable moments, Geraldine Brooks delivers a timeless novel about memory's power to wound, to heal, and to save. If you've ever loved someone you've lost, if you've ever wondered whether telling a story could change a life, this book is for you. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Memorial Days. If this story moved you, don't miss the full novel by Geraldine Brooks. It will stay with you long after you turn the last page. Subscribe to AudioBookCAPS for more heartfelt summaries like this. Drop a comment. What's one memory you hold on to? And what has it taught you? Until next time, keep remembering, keep feeling, and keep living.